What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about LTCN Litecoin on the Grayscale Trust. And I just wanted to say shout out to Bill Coast for the request. I've never made a video on the LTCN chart before, I don't think, so I'm not going to try to take too much time on this because it is bedtime for me, but I am, looking at this thing. I do think that it's very beautiful. Bottom. You got a very nice bottom, LTCN. Very, very nice bottom. Coming down super hard like this, and then why does it do that? Why does it drop right there? I don't know. And then it's like kind of rounding out your low like this. Not only that, but you also have a double bottom, like a very true technical double bottom here. Beautiful to see. This is classic bottoming behavior. I very much do expect that you go higher. And you have a good bull rally with the rest of crypto. But could you go lower before then? Could you go higher, like in the immediate term? Are you going to wait? Are you going to kind of do this stuff for the next couple months? Maybe. I do think that looking on the weekly here on your RSI, you have lower lows in your RSI. But man, as soon as you bounced right off this 40 zone, as soon as you got down here, I mean, you spend most of your time up above the 50. You have no problem getting back up above the 50. That's nice to see. It's a very strong looking RSI, but lower lows here. And then you've got higher lows in the price. That is hidden bullish divergence. That would mark continuation in an uptrend, which we have. Continuation being higher low, what do you continue on to? A higher high. So I don't know, how much higher we're going to go in the more immediate term, but I would expect by the end of this year, we're at $4.80 now. By the end of this year, you could see a price that's more than double what it is at the current time. If not, somewhere around $8.50, which is just above this previous area of resistance. But I would think, honestly, truly, that you will see something like closer to $10, maybe $11, potentially even higher. Potentially you go back to this previous area of support somewhere in the deeper extensions and you see a price around $13. But I do think by the end of the year, you could see, it's the end of September right now. You've got all of October, November, December. You have a whole quarter of a year left. I think by the end of the year, you could see something that takes you up somewhere in these extension areas between $8.50 and $13. And I would think closer to that $10 to $11 area is what I would be expecting. I wonder if there's anything else that lines up with that. Nope, that's not the right place to draw from. Come on now. Yeah, man, those deep extensions up there. I don't know, the 1618 here lines up very well with this resistance. Maybe you do find resistance at around $8. Hard to say. Hard to say, because I do think this is more significant than this fib is in itself. I'm going to delete that so it's less confusing. But your 2272 up here, man, right at this previous area of support. Hard to say. Up by the end of the year for sure, but does it do it immediately? Let's look at the daily. The daily RSI looks bullish also. Bullish. I think, if you go lower, you're going to form a higher low. Maybe break out these lows, but you still hold these lows overall. Maybe you don't. Maybe you continue to go up from here. That is a very bearish way to end your week, isn't it, on a Friday? Kind of a neutral week overall, though. Who cares? Whatever. Monthly, I'm sure if we go back in time, like look at this bearish engulfing candle on your month. That's how you ended it, and then you reversed right out of it, right? Bullish engulfing candle here, and then you reverse. So this thing does like to play with you. Let's just find another example. I mean, right here, this is a pretty bearish candle, but before that you had a very bullish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle here. I guess it's not. It is engulfing the body technically, and then you reverse. So it does like to play with you a little bit. So I wouldn't weigh too much into that or put too much weight into that. On the 1 hour, 1 hour looks bullish too, man. Yeah, I think this thing wants more or less immediate continuation. I think over the coming months, by the end of the year, you are going to see prices above this high here. I would think that you break out of this range and you make your way up to that $10 to $13 area, but maybe you do find resistance around $8 to $8.50. It's hard to say. And now for the real kicker. Because guys, this really is a beautiful bottom. It's a picture perfect bottom. On the monthly, not so much. I mean, like it looks good on the monthly, but on the weekly, it looks so good. It really does look so good. I really like it as a bottom a lot. I think this is an accumulation phase. Volume is increasing as you're moving higher. You're getting higher lows. You're taking your time. Like when this thing wants to run, it's going to do great things. It's going to do very great things. And I just wonder from the current price up to its all-time highs, that would be a holy... that's a 100x, right? That's a 106x right there, I believe. Yeah, That's what that is. So that's very very nice to see. Very nifty. From the top to the bottom here, if I can get it. You know, potentially we will find some resistance somewhere in the 618 to 69 area. If we can break above that, have a positive reaction, I don't think that there's much stopping us from breaking out to new all-time highs. And the minimum extended target would be somewhere around $2,300. $2,300, which might sound insane, you guys. It really might sound insane, and it might be insane, but I'm just saying, those are the numbers. Those are the numbers. If we were to take away, let's go real quick. Let's take away the log basis, okay? Let's get rid of the log and just see how this looks. It looks like a flat line. Man, I love my log scale. Some people make fun of me for using log. I don't get it. You know, people who don't do well trading. You know who you are. That's an inside joke to one of my buddies. 650, 823 even, okay? So if 2,300 sounds like too much for you, or higher, right? Because there were higher extensions that are common extensions still on the logarithmic scale. Then let's go on the basic scale here, the standard scale as it's called. 650 to 823. It's a 100x from the current price. It's over a 100x from the current price, right? That would just be more. That would just be a lot more. Let's see if we can get it. If I can get it down here at 480. Try and get it at 552. Sure. I mean, you could be seeing something that's like 150x, 130x by the end of this cycle. One way or another, the way that this chart does look on the logarithmic scale, I think this is a very beautiful bottom. And I think that we're going to see very beautiful price preceding this bottom. And if it doesn't happen in this cycle, I would think over its lifetime it has the chance to. I mean, maybe not, but I really do like this, man. This is one of the more bullish looking charts that I've looked at in a while. It's not that old, but Litecoin itself is older than this whole chart is, so you know I consider it to be valid. You know, I consider it to be pretty valid, but don't hold those targets into validity yet. You know, we have a lot of proving to do before then. LTCN has to get above this 618.69 area, around $61.5 to 90, let's say $92, somewhere in there. Get above this previous low. Get above this previous low, and then there won't be much stopping you to about $420. And then if you can break that, man, that's it's game on. It's really game on. And I think it's game on now. But to bring it back to the immediate stuff, I do think that we're coming off of our higher low here. We have hidden bullish divergence. Continuation would dictate that we see a higher high in the making. And where is that high going to be? Anywhere from around, I would say, $8 to potentially $13. You know, from this previous high to this previous low, somewhere in that range. I'll even end off with this little thing here. Let's just see what we got. Whole lot. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know, man. That area, I kind of would think that we break above this, honestly. I kind of would think that we break above that $8 area, which would lead me to think that we could go anywhere from maybe about $10 to $13, somewhere in there. Maybe 14, you know, a little bit like that. 13.50, whatever. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Sorry it was so brief and brief and quick. I don't know. Anyways, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.